Mason Barney's diagnosis of ADD was more than just a hindrance. Barney and CAST research scientist Todd Rose discuss variability in different contexts.
Having the diagnosis at an early age made me think from the beginning of my educational process, okay, I am different. So I need to think through these problems myself and not just follow along with the crowd.
Gotcha.
Having the definition, especially when I was younger, made me understand at a very initial point that that I had to find my path. I'll never forget in 5th grade, we were doing some sort of number transposition. You give you a square of numbers and the teacher gave some formula of how to transpose one to the other, and so you could have a cube on the other side. And I was sitting there just doing it on paper. I didn't have to do the formula. I could just, 2 over there, 2 over there, 3 over there, 3 over there. And I could just do the spatial relation because I have a very good spatial relation ability. And the teacher came over and was very frustrated with me. Why aren't you doing the formula? I'm like, am I getting it right? This is working for me. And it was one of those early points when I was able to advocate for myself and look at someone and say, I know that this is the way you think it needs to be done. There are other ways. There are other options. If I'm doing it wrong, absolutely, you're right. I need to go back to the formula. But so long as I'm doing it right, obviously I've come up with a way of doing it.
But there's a really, really cool study that came out from Chicago. There's a tribe in Africa that they were nomads for a long time. Just a little over 30 years ago, they split. And they still intermarry and everything, but half of them have become farmers. The other half have stayed as nomads. And so it was a really neat kind of
oh wow, a control environment almost,
what happens. But these people from Chicago, they're geneticists, and they were looking at the genetic stuff and including this genetic difference for novelty seeking. And what they found is shocking. If you stayed in the nomad group, the increased tolerance for novelty and uncertainty relates to you have larger body mass index, you have better nutrition, your actually social status is higher. In the sedentary group, it's the opposite. It's negatively correlated with those things. And it's really a cool showing you even something like genetic variability. It depends.
Wow.
And then
that's cool.
It's so that okay, parents, you can't send your kid to Africa, whatever. So what do you do? But even at a micro level, you look at that same novelty and you say, if you look at the research on schools, the single best predictor of whether that is a bad or good thing is whether the school values curiosity. So if you think about the response of come on, why don't you just do it the way that we showed you versus well, this is really fascinating, that difference. If you're in a school that values that curiosity, you can see how that would catalyze quite positive outcomes.